What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Camera Guys, back again. MTG Arena action, jumping into another qualifier play-in. I am not having a great day. This is going to probably be my last one, depending on how it goes. We have had some ups and downs. I felt like we've had some decent pools, but nothing super fantastic. Let's see how this one ends up shaping up for us. So Ashroot Animist, coupled with Galta, is pretty interesting. Kaikar here, how are you in limited? Seems pretty good. I think you could definitely build around him. Scraw and Crawler is kind of interesting. Drake Hatcher here. You can find a way to make this unblockable and get these. And Prowess is pretty good. Squire's pretty good. We got kind of a good blue-white shell here, potentially. Abysmal Harvester is pretty interesting if you can find a way to kill things. You know, get a removal spell and then make something big. And then High Fate Trickster I actually really do like, because everything you have has flash, which is pretty good. Let's see what the rest of the pool looks like. Alright, white, which I'm kind of hoping to a certain extent is decent. Fleeting Flight is a good start. Banishing Light also nice, good removal spell. Sunblessed Healer in the right build could be pretty good. If we get some synergies with gaining life here, this will be pretty nice, although I don't see them off the rip here. Dazzling Angel can be really good. We got Pup. We can bounce and pull things back. Prideful Parent with a bounce ability is pretty nice. Rebuke is a good removal spell. And then the Air is not bad as a top end. It's 7 power for 6 mana with a lifelinker is pretty cool. Okay, if we can draw some cards, this will be great. We got the Turtle, Distraction. We got the Hatcher, Runaway Together, which is actually pretty decent kind of time walk type spell. Double Strix, which can allow us to draw and discard, which paired up with this guy is not bad. Prison of the Moon is fantastic. Trickster is good. Voyage is pretty solid. This I have seen to be okay, depending on what you're targeting, so that could be pretty interesting. Let's see how our black is. We got some exile effects here, not bad. Burglar Rat, okay. Harvester. This is pretty good. Nighthawk is great. The right mill deck, Billowing Shriek Mass, is awesome. Excuse me, this is pretty could be pretty interesting. I'm not too big on the black. Not too big on what we have here in the pool. Let's see how our red is. Double Burst Lightning, Abrade, Bulk Up, Sure Strike, Double Sure Strike, and Seismic Rupture. Goblin Raider, and a Shivan Dragon. Wow, that seems... A red, at least, is going to be great for a splash for removal. Double Burst Lightning, Abrade, you know, the Sure Strikes, even the Seismic Ruptures in the right setup could be pretty good. And we could go heavy into flying here, which could make this really, really solid. Green, double Gilt Leaf is pretty solid. If we had some others, Reclamation Sage is nice. We had some other elves, Beastkin to support it. Elvish Regrower is pretty good. This is not a bad setup for, you know, a bit of an elves build. We do have the Galta. Dreadwing Scavenger is really interesting to me. And I feel like could be really good. Maybe we look at splashing. Maybe do a white-blue. I don't know. Splash black. I don't know that that makes a ton of sense here for us. I think red was much stronger of a color. We have the lands to support that as well, so that's not a bad idea. And an Evolving Wilds, Campus Guide. What's the amulet here? Pay 1 tap, sacrifice a creature, draw a card, put a soul counter. Loses life. That's pretty interesting. Juggernaut and Burnished Heart. Okay, we have some ways to fix here with Evolving Wilds. I think we look at doing that. I do feel like our blue white was probably the strongest, and we'll see if we can support with a splash and red for some good removal. See how that does. We'll be back with a build. Okay, I think this is where we're going to land. White, blue, splash of red for some pretty good removal spells, Sure Strike, Abrade, and Double Burst Lightning. This feels pretty solid here from a removal standpoint. I think we have some decent synergies. Kaikar with some bounce abilities, or just be able to get flying attacks in. One thing I'm actually considering is maybe dropping one of the Burst Lightning for the Seismic Rupture. We didn't end up... I had it in and I pulled it. I just don't know how effective it's going to be. I don't actually think it hurts me a ton, which actually probably makes a lot of sense for us to play it as more of a board sweep type removal spell. Maybe we end up running this. I'm not sure. We'll have to play a couple of games. We'll see if we end up swapping that out. But I feel like we have some pretty solid... I guess Sure Strike could be something else that we would look to... Maybe we don't rely on the combat tricks. Although this can be a game finisher too for us. So this has a little bit of, you know, some additional options for us. I think we still... We'll try this. I think this is okay. We have a bunch of evasion. Flying is going to be the thing that gets our damage in. You know, hopefully we're getting Sky Knight Squire down. Certainly if we can do some things with Dragcatcher here, kind of comboed up, that could be pretty interesting. We have the 2 Strix Lookout to be able to power up our wizards here, being able to get some additional counters on these, loot some cards. So it feels pretty good overall. Let's get us some matches. Okay. I think I can make this work. We are on the play here. Certainly we're a little limited, but let's get our blue out. We have the Strix here early. Really hoping we draw a land here, at least be able to get our wizard out. Get in for the damage. Wizard. A nice little combo here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, now we're looking for lands. Obviously, I could loot here, but I'm pretty well okay with not. Dragcatcher gets a lot more interesting here if can power it up. We have a pretty safe attack with having Sure Strike here. Yep. They have to block the Dragcatcher. They don't have to, certainly, but they should. Be very surprised if they didn't. Yep. So if I burst lightning here, still isn't big enough. Get into some decent damage. Flash and a Trickster, maybe? I mean, I'm pretty content here, to be honest. Even though I'm stuck on 3 lands. It doesn't really bother me. Seems fine. Definitely putting this on top. And back out we go. I feel like that was their chance, or attempt rather, to try to get this flyer off the field, which they might have a hard time dealing with. I'll put this on the bottom. You have a burst lightning. Goodbye. I guess I could have kept that land as a filter target for Strix. Huh. That seems fine. Sure. Yep. counterspell. If they ever refute, I'm in trouble. But if they don't, good shape here. That's a good stick. Are they blowing up the world? Yep. Okay. Oh, man. They just got to refill. So tough. Yep. I need Kaikar or somebody. That's not the way. Still sitting okay, but if they can keep drawing card, they can keep pulling card advantage, we're in trouble here. They're absolutely gonna block. Sure strike. Like, oh, yep, that's pretty good. Ooh, the Drake Hatcher probably, right? Okay. That's unfortunate. Oh, that is so frustrating. I'm sure they have a removal spell. They do not. Yeah, they got it. They're looting for something. Hopefully they didn't find it. Probably did. I got 7 cards left though, so. Oh, nice. Yep. This is a grindy game here. At this point now, I just need to be putting permanents on the battlefield. Gosh, they have a high fate trickster. That's crazy. Is this a desperation attack, I wonder? It had me taking 7. No unprofitable blocks. Let's see. I don't know what else they could have, honestly, but they don't have a double white source. I'm able to attack this way for lethal next turn. Take 11. That was really close. Very grindy. Okay. Don't hate this, actually. We get to draw. We can operate pretty efficiently. Wow. I'm just gonna pull the planes I need. It makes the most sense to Sky Knight Squire, like Turtle, Hatcher. I can now do a double turn, double creature turn, so that's not terrible. +3, +3. +1/+1, double strike and trample. That's so gross. In their opening hand. Cat Collector's quite good. All right. Equip with the Leyline Axe. Would be pretty ideal for me, actually. Double strike and trample. That's gross. Yep. Yeah. Okay. You just all in sold on this creature, which, like, I guess is fine. Now it's dead. Now I get to do this. Let's put some incubation counters here. Still fine. They play something else with they play something else with 2 power to the ground here. Which might be the play, right? Because they can sacrifice the food, so if they have like a 2 mana, you know, an elf or a Gnarlid or something, just put some creatures on the battlefield, start representing, make my attack with Drake Hatcher. Not good. This is absolutely just going to blow them out. That's gross, dude. That is gross. That last game was such a grind. This game was so clean. That was so clean. Oh, I guess what I don't understand is why Cat Collector Leyline Axe Giant Growth attack, right? Because they hold this Giant Growth. Granted, they did a lot of damage, right? But they leave themselves extremely open. If they would have been able to like Burnished Heart and keep up a Giant Growth here, this then saves them on this attack. They're able to block very, very profitably. Well, not necessarily profitably, but I don't get the 2/2. That's kind of interesting. Okay, I turtle. I find my planes. And I got some stuff. Yeah, that seems fine. Turn 1 turtle. Seems pretty good. Campus guide. Take the action. Find the planes. No decks. Okay. How about we just shut that on down? Get in for 2. I really don't know why I would put anything else on the board here. Sure. Okay. Mhm. I need a planes. Oh, I would be so well set with the planes here. I imagine that they have the same thing, right? I mean, I'll offer the block, I guess. Let's see what they got. It's got to be the same thing. They have an incredible ability to make a bunch of creatures. I'm going to give them all the credit for that in the world. Absolutely. I will happily trade Dazzling Angel for Giada. Absolutely. All day. Okay. I'm pretty happy doing that. All right, who are we getting back here is the question. Do we hold is the question. No. And I think just the turtle. Turtle represents a really good body here. Yeah. Jesus. Dude, that's insane. I'm wondering if I loot myself. We'll be okay. The Giada's gonna be the tough one. I have to find a removal spell for that, then I can keep punching in some damage. Now I just need another creature, because then this becomes a 4/4. That's big. It's really big. GG's. I'm gonna take 3. That makes sense. Whew, good game. Okay, I actually don't hate this. All 3 colors. A little bit of removal. I'm definitely not letting that happen. Yeah, this guy, nice. Like it's flooding a little bit. Good refill there. Double spell turn here. We can start thinking about pitching lands. Except for maybe this instance. Or do I hang on to it? I think I do this. Oh, and I can Draycatcher and then kick this? That seems pretty good. Then I have a 3/4. I can block with the Wizard and the Prideful Parent. I think I do that. If I get Giant Growth here, it is what it is. Or Bite down. No? Okay. Keep the Parent. Now we do this. Because it kicks Sunbless Healer, we'll put 2 1/1s on this. I think we're in pretty good shape here. Woo! Okay, we're on the play here. No red, but we can Strix and into Parent. I think that's looking okay. Get in the damage. Rightful parent. Angel's pretty good. Crystal Barricade is very good. Sure. Okay, that was a decent run here. Just bring them all. In for 3. Ray Catcher. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, let's go. Okay, opponent on the play. Squire, Campus Guide, get Evolving Wilds. I actually feel pretty good about this. Let's see here. I think we Evolving Wilds first. Little Helpful Hunter, pretty good. I think what we want to do is probably find the mountain. We can Squire here. We can Campus Guide. Nice, they're getting some good tempo value here out of their little Helpful Hunters. No blocks, obviously. There's a Kaikar. Now we definitely do this. Take the action, find an island. Not gonna attack. I'm not gonna play into a fleeting. But I have the ability next turn to play Kaikar. We can get Kaikar down on the battlefield and then Sure Strike into a trigger. Be in great shape. I'll take 1 here. Ooh, Solemn, nice. Okay. I've got options and answers, potentially. Got a lot of land. What could they have here? Not gonna block. Not gonna risk Kaikar here. That's unfortunate. but I can kick this man. No way. Wow. Well, that's really unfortunate. That is extremely unfortunate. Oh, that is brutal. If I could have gotten the Sky Knight Squire back, I actually feel pretty decent there. This is going to be tough. They're just outvaluing. They have their own Kai car. Oh, that's so rough, dude. Wow. I mean, I don't stand a chance. I don't think. Yeah. I'm in trouble. They have to blank here basically. I mean, I have my own, which is just so gross, dude. Their draw is so good. That's insane, man. That is insane. Now they can make the 2-2. Gosh, that's gross. That's all I got. Yeah, I'm dead. Game. Oh, that is so frustrating. What a perfect draw. Them essence scattering my kicked guy right there was that was the soul crusher. Because if we're able to do that and get Sunblast into the battlefield with Sky Knight Squire hits, we're able to play a few creatures to start pumping this up, making it essentially capable of representing a good block against the their Vigilance Plow, the Drake Hatcher. And if we're able to do that, I actually think we stand a very, very decent chance of stabilizing. They got a ton of value at the beginning to draw an immense amount of cards. We were able to really kind of stabilize when they had that fleeting on top of that. They just had every answer. I so badly wanted to sweep this. We went 5-0 up until that game. Now the pressure's on. Win and in, or lose and out. Let's get to it. I have all removal. We are on the draw though, so that's not necessarily the worst place to be. We got the turtle. He can get in early. Hopeful Hunter. Okay. Get some life. Can we get rid of that, right? I think that makes a lot of sense. Sure. So red doesn't have a way. I'm just gonna kill this. Missing out on the opportunity for Kaikar triggers here. Which I think we'll do here now. I'll take 4. Generally be fine with that. Yep, no blocks. So now I want to be able to make the 1/1s if I can. Hopefully Kaikar stays on the battlefield. It's gone. It's gone. There we go. Well. I have enough removal. Well, that's pretty good. No trouble here. We're definitely not dead. Not even close. We are in a tough spot here, though. Jesus Christmas crackers, dude. Come on. Well. Now it's over. They have a removal spell for this, GG's. Oh boy. That's just the most insane. This frustrates me so terribly, dude. It frustrates me so bad that these two games that I play, I run against just insurmountably insane draws. I mean, to take the Seer Splicer Goblin, literally the turn after I Seismic Rupture is like soul crushing. Well, GG's. This deck really did have the ability to go the distance. I think our blue-white setup was really, really nice. Our splash for red felt really good with some really timely removal. I felt it had a decent top end. We were able to really kind of win some grindy games by getting some evasion creatures into the air, dealing some damage. We had a decent little small package of life gain that we could rely on as well. And it just felt like we had a good combination of removal, combat tricks, and creatures that had to be answered, right? Kaikarth, definitely think had to be answered. You know, Drake Hatcher in the right setup could be pretty dang good. Same thing with Sky Knight Squire. Pretty easy to get some 1/1 counters on this thing and make it feel pretty good. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. 5-0, clean sweep up to that point, and then we dropped the last two to very good decks. No disrespect to the opponents. They had some very, very good decks, but also feel like we had some opportunities to stabilize in those games, and they played it well, but had some opportunities to stabilize in those games, and then just could not, based on some quality of their cards and just some really timely interaction on their part that ended up turning the tides of the battle. Or more so, I felt like both games we were pretty well behind, and so they were just able to keep tempo. That last match was a little tough because they were drawing a few cards off of their little kitty cats, but other than that, they really didn't have a ton of tempo plays. They were just drawing some really timely cards as well to our removal, and we're able to make it work. So we'll finish this one up. Again, I'm not sad about making 6,000 gems. Really wanted to hit Qualifier Weekend. We just needed that one more win, and I really do feel like out of the decks we saw today, and I played a handful of these, this was definitely the strongest. So that's a little bit of where my disappointment comes from. But all that being said, hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you had a better run for the qualifier play-in that we did. Not sure if we'll do any more. We may try one more just off camera, see if we can make something happen. Otherwise, we'll be back. We'll be jumping into some other just regular sealed, some draft up on here on the channel. We'll have some foundations openings coming up on Wednesday, so flash in some socials, like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube thing for me. Really do appreciate it. Trying to get to 1,000 subs here on this channel as the first big milestone. Trying to do that before the year is out, which is a tall task, but hopefully we can get there. And we have a ton of MTG Arena content, as well as a ton of pack cracking action. We do that again every Wednesday, randomly throughout the week as well. We've had some really fun openings as of late, and have a whole playlist if you want to go and check out all of those. Thanks again for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.